Hey everybody, it's Susie with the Frazzled Flamingo, and today, boy, I'm all blown out, ain't I? Ooh, I don't know if that helps any. But today what I want to do is I want to talk to you about if you're wanting to start doing tumblers. There's a lot of stuff that you don't know and things you're going to need. So what I want to do is kind of go over the stuff that you're going to need. To start with, you're going to need a turner. The turner is so that your cup can turn while you have product on it. Like if you have, now I am epoxy free. I use CrystaLac, Extreme Protection and Brite Tones, Universal White. Those are all products from CrystaLac. You can also use epoxy. Do your research with epoxy. I don't know which is better. I hear that Pro Marine and Counterculture are two good ones. I do not know. If you're going to use epoxy, what I have to say to you is please do your homework and research. You will need not to do this in your home where your dogs are, your children are, your spouse is. Do not do it in your home. You need a well-ventilated area that is separate from your home. You will need a respirator mask with the filters and all. There are a lot of groups that don't show people not wearing them. That's not being safe or responsible. You will also need to wear gloves. Make sure your skin's covered. You just need to wear all of your PPE that is required. And what is required is gloves, a respirator mask, and a well ventilated area. They have very toxic fumes. And, you know, with this being April 2020, we have the COVID-19 going on, and those who have lung issues or health issues. I have health issues, that's why I chose to go epoxy free. And so just be responsible. Be responsible for your own health, your own welfare. Do your homework, do your research before you choose which products are best for you. I'm not judging either way. Okay, so what you're going to need is your products. Okay, this is CrystaLac's Brite Tone. It is a glossy top coat, and this is what you use on your last 3-4 coats that you're doing on glitter or any project. You also might want to get Extreme Protection. This is what we use for to put on glitter to start the glitter process for filler. It's a little cheaper than the top coat, than the Brite Tone, and so this is why we get this. But this is CrystaLac's Extreme Protection, and then the Brite Tones. These are the #1 products you will need for those. You will also want to get you, to make life easier, you want to get you, sorry, I didn't mean to bump my camera. You want to get you some of these little condiment bottles. You can get them at the Dollar Tree, real easy. Now I just have mine marked, and it makes it a lot easier. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to need a turner, and I'm going to show you this one. You're going to need a turner. There are multiple turners out there that you can do multiple cups on, and I do have one. That was before I learned more about it. So, but this one's better. These are way better. These are better motors. These are rotisserie motors. The ones they have on those multiple cup turners, they're not safe. They're fire hazard. They are cheap little microwave turner. They're not meant to run all day. They're not meant to run for hours. So they get very hot and they have caused fires. So you can make you one, but put the rotisserie turner motors on there. Okay, and you're going to need other arms, other sponges. You can also, for your multiple turner ones, you can go in this PVC pipe, and you can make these arms. Get you these cheap little footballs at the Dollar Tree, and you put your cup on them and they turn. And then you can also have them dry. I'm going to show you something I made for the little turners because I needed a drying rack, so I made me one. And what I did is I took just a piece of wood, and these are they're leftover vinyl tubes, and they're really hard, and I've cut them in half, and I've made holders, a holder for my I wish I could show you. Well, I'll show you now. I made a holder for my cups where if they're on this, I can take this off my turner and put it right on here, and it holds my cup. This is my drying station that I've made. Very cheap, inexpensive. Anyone can do it, so can you. A lot of these turners come with screws in them, so it makes you hard to take your arm off. So I made me a pin to put in mine so I can take it on and off really easy. It's just a bobby pin that I bent. There we go. That I bent, that I stick in, into my turner arm, and that way I can take it on and off really easy, no problem. So anyway, that's just a little hint. Another thing you're going to need that's real important is you're going to need cups. You're going to need turner cups, and there are a lot of cups out there. There are a lot of cup distributors, you know, for these tumblers. I go between two. I use Maker Flow first, and if they don't have the cup that I want, then I go to Stainless Depot. And there are different cups. This cup here, it is called a modern curve. It doesn't have a harsh curve like some of your others. I kind of like these. This is a 20 ounce. Then you got your big 30 ounce. These are your more popular ones that I'm showing you right now. You got your 20 ounce skinny. These are very popular. And then you got your 30 ounce skinnies. Those are the ones you'll want to start with. You'll want to have some of those. You'll also want to have some of your wine tumblers. They come with the lids, you know, and they're really nice. So you're going to want wine tumblers. You can get 12, 14 ounce, whatever you want. You're going to want something for your little kids, a little kid cup. You're going to want coffee mugs. These are the ones that are popular sellers for people, that people want the most of. So if you're going to buy anything, I would say buy your 20 ounce skinnies, and then buy a few of your modern curves. Also, wine glasses, the glasses, you can get these at the Dollar Tree. They are great. You can do so much with these, and they sell really well. Okay, you're gonna need make sure you have some wipes, some towels, gloves. Now you're gonna want neoprene gloves. I don't know if you necessarily need these ones for using CrystaLac, but you definitely want these for when you're using epoxy. You do not, epoxy will go through all those other gloves, but these will protect your skin, and I highly recommend you use them. I used it for my CrystaLac products, my Brite Tones, and my Extreme Protection. I think it's irresponsible when people go around saying, oh, I just do it, you know, with no glove, and I just think it's irresponsible. There are a lot of people with skin sensitivities, and I just think that you just put yourself at risk anytime you do something that is not really meant for you to do with chemicals. Wear your PPE, wear your gloves. You're going to need masks. Now, with epoxy, like I said, you're going to need a respirator mask. I don't have a respirator mask, but that is what you need using epoxy. With CrystaLac, you need a mask to wear whenever you are sanding, when you are spraying the product, spray painting, sanding, or glittering. I wear this, and when I do use UV resin to make my jewelry and other things, my charms, and I wear a mask to for those fumes. They have very little fumes, but you need a mask. Okay, so you also are going to need tape. You're going to need to tape off your edges. You're going to need to tape off anything that you want to tape off. I recommend you get you some electrical tape. A lot of this stuff you have around the house. So just look around what you have first before you go buy. You can get a lot of things at the Dollar Tree or at Walmart. But get you some electrical tape, and you're going to want some painter's tape. Those are the two tapes you will use the most. You are going to definitely need some sandpaper. You're going to need 400 grit if you're using Brite Tones. You're going to use 400 grit. If you're sanding down to prep your cup, you can use 275, 300, any of those. So make sure you get you some sandpaper. You're going to want some cotton balls. You're going to want some Q-tips. I put them in this little thing. You're going to want some 91% alcohol. That's what you need to clean your cups off with. It gets all the grease, oils, whatever is on your residue off your cups. You're going to want that off. And when you're prepping your cups, you need to prep your cups, but you're going to want alcohol for sure. And you can get these bottles on our website or anywhere. So you're going to want brushes. There are different brushes that do different things. You know, you got your sponge brush. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, a pack, real cheap. You can get chip brushes. I love my chip brushes for doing wood grain, using alcohol inks of any kind. I love my chip brushes. So, you know, I got one that's natural hair, and then I got a synthetic hair. You're going to want a good synthetic hair brush to put your Brite Tones on, or paints. You're going to want, you know, just a bunch of different little brushes. They don't have to be expensive. You can have them rather cheap. You're going to want some silicone tools. These are great for both epoxy and epoxy free. These move, for these ones, these move the epoxy around. They also will move your Brite Tone, your Extreme Protection around. They're great for doing your acrylic blanks, your keychains, anything like that. These are really good. You got all these different kinds. We have this one on our website. So, I mean, and it's good for UV resin to do your jewelry. Popsicle sticks, you can get a ton of these on Amazon, Dollar Tree, of course, and Michael's, Walmart, any of them. Just get you a pack of cheap popsicle sticks. You're gonna, I love this brush here. I use this for paints, but I also use this for Mod Podge. It's very soft, natural. It is such a great brush. We do have these on our website, and it's cute, it's fun. Anything that kind of makes it a little fun in your craft area is good. Okay, make sure you have these little medicine measuring cups. They're great. People with epoxy use these to mix their epoxy with, and then they can throw them out. We are an eco-friendly company, so what I like about CrystaLac is I can wash these out with soap and water and use them over and over. If I want something to throw away, I just get these little Dixie cups that are eco-friendly. They're biodegradable, they're paper, and just throw them away, and I'm not adding to any plastic into the earth. So those are always really nice. You're going to need, definitely need some vinyl, and I'm going to show you two different kinds. Let me open this one up. You have vinyl for, you're going to need a Cricut, or you need a Cricut or a Silhouette or something that's a cutting, if you're going to cut vinyl to put on your cups. And we have removable vinyl. You can get it from Cricut. You can get 631 is removable. That's if you're doing any peekaboos or, you know, stuff like that you want to remove it back off. And then you have your permanent vinyls, 651 or Cricut. They make permanent. There's so many out there. I like 651 better, but Cricut I do have Cricut as well. So So you're going to need those. You're going to need a couple paint containers just so you can use these. You're going to need paints. You're going to need your paints. You're going to need, you know, just, it don't have to be expensive. The little cheap ones from Walmart or, you know, anything. Some metallics. You're going to want a variety of just simple paints. And a lot of crafters already have these. So, but you can get, you don't have to go expensive. You're going to want to get some alcohol inks. These are Tim Holtz. You can get these through Amazon and Hobby Lobby, Michaels, anything like that. You're going to want those so you can do wood grains and other things. Marble Made Easy. These are great products if you want to do marble cups and stuff. You might want to grab some of them. You don't need them to begin with. I'm just kind of putting things out there. To begin with, what you're going to need is your product, your turner, your cups. You're going to need some Mod Podge. Oh, I did not get that Mod Podge. Sorry. Excuse me. Yes, I use every inch of my workshop. Every inch of the warehouse workshop we use. Mod Podge. You're going to want some Mod Podge and some E6000 to put your glitter on and seal your glitter. This is what you're going to need. You're going to need spray paint. And you can get them at, I buy mine at Walmart. This is the kind I like the best. And you can get white. You can get colors. Because you know, you're going to want to try and match the color of your glitters or your paints, you know, that you're going to put on. So, and I like the Rust-Oleum 2X the best. Those are all must-have. And then you can get a glow-in-the-dark spray. You're going to want your weeding tools. You want a weeding ring or a container to put all the little bits in. You're going to want something to remove. This is Cricut. This is the Cricut, and the problem I have with the Cricut one is these little ends here, they bend, and I've been through several. So I like this one. These are precision tweezers. They are great. We have them on our website at frazzledflamingo.com. You can go there. You can purchase these. They are extremely sharp. They got a really pointy end, but they get all those little bits off super easy. So you're going to want that, and you're going to want a scraper. Cricut has them. Let's see. Here we go. Cricut has them, and you can buy a pack. You know, your whole set, it comes with these. We have these ones that have a soft end, because sometimes you need to rub your vinyl down a little better that's already on your cup, and you don't want to leave marks, scratches, anything. So this has a felt soft end and then the harder end on here. So those, you're going to need some kind of measuring tape so you can measure what size you want your, your water slides, your vinyl, that you probably already have. You're going to want your mask, your gloves. Let's see. Oh, and at the Dollar Tree, great things that you can get at these cups. They're $1, and so these here is what I started with. They're $1 from the Dollar Tree. They're metal. I would just tape off these, remove the lid and tape that off, and then I use these to practice, and I gave them away as gifts when I finished them, and if they turned out, and they're really great. They're $1. You're going to want to get you some like trays, or even these to put down underneath your turners. I'm going to tell you, these are great. These are Teflon grilling mats that you can get on Amazon. You can get them in black, you can get them in this bronze color, and they wipe right off. The product comes off in them. If you have, if you're using epoxy pops right off in them. And that's why these silicone tools too are good for epoxy, because it just wipes right off. That's what you need, wipes. And you are going to need little stands. If you need little stands, I'm going to tell you these are great. Right here, Dollar Tree. These are just paper towel racks that you can just slip your cup on, or if you want something a little more sturdy for your cup, you just cut a noodle and put it on it. And they're $1 at the Dollar Tree, so they're very, most of your stuff you can get at the Dollar Tree. You're going to want some sealing spray. Sorry, I keep turning my head, I'm sorry. You're going to want sealing spray. I use Rust-Oleum 2X matte clear spray to seal my alcohol inks. Gosh, I had a woo! To seal my alcohol inks. And then we have these trays are great to put underneath. When you're glittering, or underneath your turners to catch your product that's dripping. These are like you get, I think, a pack of 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and they last a long time. And you can get these at the Dollar Tree. They're already pre-folded. Parchment paper. Gosh, woo, parchment paper. And this is to catch all that excess glitter and pour it back into your bag or your shaker bottles. So, and they're $1. You get quite a few for $1. Now you're gonna need glitter. You're gonna want your variety of your ultra fines glitters. This one's really beautiful. This is Melissa Fent. That's on our website. And then we have Seminole Wind. And we have all your basic colors. And then that is ultra fine. You're gonna want some chunky. You're gonna want chunky. This is My Precious. It's a holographic chunky. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You're gonna want different varieties, even chunky mixes. Like this one. This is Raina Leanne, named after my granddaughter. And you're gonna want a variety, and you can get them, there's a lot of places you can get your glitter. And if you just want practice glitter, you can get them from Michael's, Walmart for practice glitter. And you're going to want to get you some shaker bottles so that you can just refill these. Like I said, we're eco-friendly. And so we have these bottles and the jars on our website. These are for your powders, your glow-in-the-darks or shapes, whatever you want to put in them. And we do have the 4-ounce shaker bottles at a real great price. And that way you are being eco-friendly. Because our bags are eco-friendly, and so you can just throw them out and they'll degrade over time. We also have, you can start off with kits. We have one for your beach kit and one for a pencil kit, and we'll have more kits later. But you buy a kit, it makes it a little easier, more economical. You get everything for, you get a whole pack for a price. And then you can then move into shapes. I mean, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to making tumblers. It's fun. You can get very creative. You can hand paint. You can use water slides. You can use temporary tattoos, glitter, not glitter. You can use alcohol inks. You can also use the Bombay. Now for CrystaLac, get you some Bombay. These are water-based. You don't have to gas them off. And they come in several different colors. They work great. They work a lot like your alcohol inks. They're perfect. They're perfect to use. And you can grow your business from there. You can start making keychains that match the tumblers. You can make, you know, earrings and necklaces and pendants that might match the tumbler or the theme. And you can always upsell. But to do tumblers, you can also, there's an ombre shaker that helps you make a perfect ombre. We have these on our website as well. But this will help you, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial, hopefully soon, on how to use this and how to do a glittered ombre. What else? I think that's about it. You can always add these washi tapes onto tumblers, and you seal them and put your product over them. You can use fabric. There's a lot of things you can do with the tumblers. But I think right now that's it. That's all you need. All you need really to get started is your product, your PPE, which is your safety gear, your mask, your gloves, you know, your ventilated area. You're going to need your paint brushes, your turner, of course, and of course your cups, your spray paints, your glitters, your glues, and some of the stuff you already have. So just, you know, have fun, take your time. Everything that I've talked about, I'm going to put a link down below so that it's easy for you to find and know. I'm going to put a list so that you know. There's also a list in our group, the Frazzled Flamingo Tumbling and Crafting. Go and join it. We would love to have you be a part of our group and share your creations with us, or some tips. We would love it. Just come in and be a part of the group and have fun. But you can also come in there and ask any questions. There is none too small, too big. There's no stupid questions except ones you don't ask. But anyway, that's all I have for today. We hope that we have inspired you to continue being your wonderfully creative self. And until next time, bye.